Respected friends, welcome, salutations. Today is our 777th day of Shwethashwathara Upanishad. Let us do our Sapta Sadhanas as offering to the Sapta Upasya Devatas by us every day. The Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana, and the world around us. So that all our Vyaktitva Vikasa happens and all Triputis and Saptakas, the Sapta Dhatu Yukta Sharira or the Sapta Lokas, all that, let us transcend to reach to that reality. Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Puraka Mantras. Today, in that, we will be concluding our Nakshatra Gayatri Upasanas. From last 8 days we are doing, today is the ninth day. Then our common sense thought, our Shanti mantras, Guru mantras. We'll also do our Upanishad Parayanam. And in the study, Upanishad Shwethashwathara, 6th chapter, 18th mantra, the Sharanagati mantra, we will complete today. These are our today's programs for this class. Throughout the day also, as much as possible, engage in the Adhyatmikata. In the Vedic chanting today, it is Madhu Vidya Suktam. We also know the other Madhu mantras, Madhuvata, Rutayate, all of that. Same is this also. So the Atharva Rishi is the Rishi to whom it is revealed. Madhu Vanaspati is the Devata. So mainly it is about the Madhumati, Lata, Patra. In that there is a Shakti of giving Madhurya to all of us, to us. The Madhurya is sweetness. Madhurya means the nectarineness, the tenderness of the entire personality. That we are happy with ourselves and the whole world is so much happy with us. That much madhu we have to become. That anybody in the world around should find that comfort, solace, joy, even in remembering us. See that such a great state we can imagine and try and reach with so many sadhanas. One of them is this invocation of Madhu Vanaspati Devata through this Madhu Vidya Sukta. Okay. Okay. Hmm. So before Sabha Pravesha and in various meetings, in our own interaction with the people, before any of the activities, programs in which we are a part, Vivahadi Karma, this mantra is chanted and this Madhuka, Jadi Bhuti, whatever it is, tied to the hand so that it reminds us consciously that we are here to express the Madhuta from us, the nectarineness, not the Visham, the poison. Okay. So the mantra has 5 mantras. The Suktam. See, this Oshadi is created to be Madhu. Therefore, you are in the Madhu Swarupa. Oh, this respective plant, make we the users of it Madhu Rasa Yukta. O respected Oshadi or plant or Mantra Devata, may you be there as the Madhu nectar on my tongue and also at the end of this tongue. So to permeate in my entire sharira and permeate in all my activities. More importantly, permeate into my antakarana. So antakarana, sharira, indriya, karma, all should become madhumaya. That is a sankalpa, that is a prarthana. It all shows the awareness of the rishis that our presence, how is it to the world, presentable, acceptable, or unpresentable, unpleasant, and rejectable. To make it presentable, acceptable, our life should be madhu yukta. To make our life madhu, what are our prayatnas and what are the divine graces that have to be invoked? So they are so experts in analyzing all this so deeply, and everyone knows it. Everybody lives like that, so that anybody with anybody for any period of time, what's given mutually is the madhu only, madhurya only, sweetness only, softness only, tenderness only, the nectarineness. And I'm not explaining it how in our mutual relations we every day because of our too much of ego, restlessness, selfishness, that we give the visha instead of madhu to people around us who serve us so much, like the children or wife or servants or husband. उनके ही प्रति हम हर पल विष देते रहते हैं, and they are giving us the madhu. So all that you think, I will not explain. Third mantra says, O Madhulata, my presence should give me the preeti and to the people around also. Even when I go away, that also should give sweetness to others. Now, my speech should be sweet. So, to whoever are looking at me, they also should feel that sweet feeling and happiness. May I become more sweeter than the sweet, more nectarine than the nectar. Fulfill me all your sweetness in me, so that people take my support as they are taking the support of the nectarine you only. So you are uh, full of that madhurata, like in that Ikshurasa, Ikshukhanda. So to be in me, whoever are there around me, for whom I am required, and whoever are required to me, in between us, never ever should be any type of non-nectarineness or non-sweetness. And because of my bitterness, nobody should leave me and go. So these are how the Madhu Suktam is this one. Okay, Madhu Vidya Suktam. And it's all Sankalpa, it's all Prayatna, it's all Prarthana that we become Madhu. And when we remember in our life that I lived a nectarine sweet life for myself and others, it's a fulfillment in itself, isn't it? Om Atharvana Vedantargata Madhu Vidya Suktam. ॐ इयं वीरुन्मधुजातः ॐ इयं वीरुन्मधुजातः मधुना त्वाखनामसि मधुना त्वाखनामसि मधोरधिप्रजातासि मधोरधिप्रजातासि सा नो मधुमतस्कृधि सा नो मधुमतस्कृधि इयं वीरुन्मधुजातः मधुना त्वाखनामसि मधोरधिप्रजातासि सा नो मधुमतस्कृधि इयं वीरुन्मधुजाता मधुना त्वाखनामसि मधोरधिप्रजातासि सा नो मधुमतस्कृधि. Second mantra. जिह्वाया अग्रे मधुमे जिह्वाया अग्रे मधुमे जिह्वामूले मधुलकं जिह्वामूले मधुलकं ममेदः कृतावसो ममेदः कृतावसो मम चित्तमुपायसि मम चित्तमुपायसि जिह्वाया अग्रे मधुमे जिह्वामूले मधोलकं ममेदः क्रतावसो मम चित्तमुपायसि जिह्वाया अग्रे मधुमे जिह्वामूले मधोलकं ममेदः क्रतावसो मम चित्तमुपायसि थर्ड मधुमन्मे निक्रमणं मधुमन्मे निक्रमणं मधुमन्मे परायणं मधुमन्मे परायणं वाचा वदामि मधुमत वाचा वदामि मधुमत भूयासं मधुसन्दृशः भूयासं मधुसन्दृशः मधुमन्मे निक्रमणं मधुमन्मे परायणं वाचा वदामि मधुमत भूयासं मधुसन्दृशः मधुमन्मे निक्रमणं मधुमन्मे परायणं वाचा वच वदामि मधुमत भूयासं मधुसन्दृशः फोर्थ मधोरस्मि मधुतरो मधोरस्मि मधुतरो मधुघान् मधुमत्तरः मधुघान् मधुमत्तरः मामित्किल त्वं वनाः मामित्किल त्वं वनाः शाखां मधुमतीमिव शाखां मधुमतीमिव मधोरस्मि मधुतरो मधुघान् मधुमत्तरः मामित्किल त्वं वनाः शाखां मधुमतीमिव मधोरस्मि मधुतरो मधुघान् मधुमत्तरः मामित्किल त्वं वनाः शाखां मधुमतीम् इव फिफ्थ परित्वा परितत्नुना परित्वा परितत्नुना इक्षुणा गामविद्विषे इक्षुणा गामविद्विषे यथा मां कामिन्यसो यथा मां कामिन्यसो यथा मन्नापगा असः यथा मन्नापगा असः ॐ परित्वा परितत्नुना इक्षुणा गामविद्विषे यथा मां कामिन्यसो यथा मन्नापगा असः परित्वा परितत्नुना इक्षुणा गामविद्विषे यथा मां कामिन्यसो यथा मन्नापगा असः ॐ शान्तिः Shanti, Shanti. Every thought is so beautiful. Main one that people should take support of me like they take support of the Madhulata or the Madhuvruksha or Kalpa Vruksha. So much sweet I must be that they should take support in me that I can give them advice, good one, suggest good things, or give the required consolations, encouragements with so much nectarine words that they feel comforted. See the tasty, wonderful thought. So many, I'm not taking it as a lecture now. And the other one, my presence should give madhuta to others. So also my absence or when I go away from them. Even if I go away from people, it should give madhuta only. Isn't it? That's a very typical, peculiar prayer that even I am not there, still it gives madhuta to them. How? Whatever I have given them is so best that even in my absence, they don't feel my absence. That sort of prayer. Lot of things in it. Okay. So, why have and spread poison around, hatred around, disliking around, bitterness around? Not a wise life at all. But this is a life of wisdom where we want to have and give madhuta everywhere. This madhuta, sweetness is all levels. Our looks, our talks, our interactions, attitudes, our intentions, our sharings, everything is madhu. Isn't it beautiful? A matured thought. It's not like I am sitting in a train or bus or flight and I am praying to the Lord. Oh Lord, the fellow is coming next to me. He should not give me discomfort. He should not give me trouble. He should give me happiness. Not that stupid thought of selfishness. In this Madhu learning, it is the other way around. Oh Lord, whoever is coming and sitting next to me, I should become comfortable to that person. I should give happiness. I should not trouble. That is the Madhu Wherein not that we expect from others anything good, comfortable, sweetness, that we only become the source of it to the world. Think the beauty. If everybody that way thinks and plans and lives, then they become the source of happiness to others. Madhu means happiness. Everybody in the world can be happiness. When I want from you because I don't have, you want from me because you don't have, then we don't have. So we don't share with each other. And when we don't have happiness, what we have is misery only. And that's what we share with each other. These are all the things that have to click to our contemplative thinking intellect. ओम अथ अथर्वणवेदान्तर्गत मधुविद्या सूक्तम् ओम इयं वीरोन्मधुजाता मधुना त्वाखनामसि मधोरधिप्रजातासि सा नो मधुमतस्कृधि जिह्वाया अग्रे मधुमे जिह्वामूले मधुलकम् ममेदः क्रतावसो मम चित्तमुपायसे मम चित्तमुपायसि मधुमन्मे निक्रमणं मधुमन्मे परायणं वाचा वदामि मधुमन् भूयासं मधुसन्दृशः मधोरस्मि मधुतरो मधुघान् मधुमत्तरः मामेत्किल त्वं वनाः शाखां मधुमतीमिव परित्वा परितत्तुना इक्षुणा गामविद्विषे यथा मां कामिन्यसो यथा मन्नापगा असः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ इयं वीरोन्मधुजाता मधुना त्वाखनामसि मधोरधिप्रजातासि सा नो मधुमतस्कृधि जिह्वाया अग्रे मधुमे जिह्वामूले मधुलकम् ममेदः क्रतावसो मम चित्तमुपायसे मधुमन्मे निक्रमणं मधुमन्मे परायणं वाचा वदामि मधुमत् भूयासं मधुसन्दृशः मधोरस्मि मधुतरो मधुगान् मधुमत्तरः मामित्किल त्वं वनाः शाखां मधुमतीमिव परित्वा परितत्नुनेक्षुणा गामविद्विषे यथा मां कामिन्यसो यथा मन्नापगा असः ॐ शान्तिः 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 at least today consciously let us live the madhura jivanam and madhuyukta jivanam for ourselves but more than that to others. Discover madhurya in giving madhurata to others. Discover the ananda in giving ananda to others. That's the highest achievement in life. Aha. It comes only out of highly refined intellect. The less refined, impure intellects think that let the world destroy itself to give me happiness. See, that's absolutely cruel most राक्षस गुण it is. कुछ भी हो जाए दुनिया को मैं खुश रहूं. It's the other way around. Let the world be madhuyukta, anandayukta in my presence as well as in my absence. Aha. These are the thoughts which evolve. Finally, we are what our thoughts are. Okay, friends, we have done our 24 nakshatras suktam. Sorry, nakshatram ka Gayatri mantra. 3 more are there. What are the ones which you have seen? अश्विनी भरणी कृत्तिका रोहिणी मृगशिरा आर्द्रा पुनर्वसु पुष्या आश्लेष मखा पूर्वा फल्गुनी उत्तर फल्गुनी हस्ता चैत्रा स्वाति विशाखा अनुराधा ज्येष्ठा देन मूला नक्षत्र पूर्वाषाढ़ उत्तराषाढ़ yesterday we saw Shravana, Dhanishta and Shatabhisha. Today Purva Proshtapatha, Uttara Proshtapatha and the last one the Revati Nakshatra. Okay, the Purva Proshtapatha is Tejaskara and Ajakara. Tejaskara is the one which fills the Tejas in us. Ajakara means the one who tunes us with the Janmadi Vikara Rahita. Therefore, the Purva Proshthapada Nakshatra is very important. Tejaskaraya Vidmahe Ajakara Padaya Dhimahi Tanno Purva Proshthapada Prachodayat. So to then the next Uttara Proshthapada is Pratishtha giver to us. Devata for Pratishtha is Ahir Budhna. Ahir Budhna is the Devata. This Uttara Proshthapada is related to it. Om Ahirbudhnyaya Vidmahe Pratishthapanaya Dhimahi. We need to have the Pratishtha in the ultimate. This Uttara Proshthapada helps us in the Pratishtha. Last is the Revati Nakshatra. Vishwarupaya Vidmahe Pushna Dehaya Dhimahi. See that? Such a related one with our own goal. Vishwarupa is our ultimate goal that I have to discover. The entire Vishwa is none other than me. And in that only, the total Poshana of my life means I am totally fulfilled. That's why Ushna Dehaya Dhimahi Tanno Revati Prachodaya. With this, our 21 Nakshatra Gayatri mantras are over. Some other we will learn from tomorrow for some more days. Right? Now, Vidmahe, you all know. Dhimahi, you all know. Prachodayat, you all know. Vidmahe is every of these nakshatra devata is a Shaktishali devata. Krupa Karuna Yukta devata. Ready to bless when we do Bhasana Prarthana. And each of these devatas are none but the Parameshwara himself. And none but the Parabrahma himself. And we have no doubt at all in this. That's how we know convincingly, we believe firmly, called Vidmahe. To such Devata, all upasanas to be done, we will know them, we will do. We will please them with all the best of the things by which they get pleased. Then the final pleasing is fully we are attentive, called as Dhimahi Dhyanam Karomi. Then pleased with my these upasanas dhyana, when Devata gives permission, ask what you want. I'll ask only one thing, prachodayat. May I not be stagnant in my jiva bhava, deha bhava, samsara. May I be prachodita towards that mukta sthiti. Even after that, may I be prachodita to guide others to reach to that mukta sthiti. I should not be lazy, stagnant, non-performing individual living life at the very lower level. Lower level. I am human. I have Purushartha Samarthya and I have to achieve the highest. For that, I have to be consistently performing. Let the prachodanam happen, encouragement happen, inspiration happen, initiation happen, pushing happen to me all the time. That I'm always engaged in the creative, constructive, progressive sadhana activity every moment. That's the meaning of asking for doing the prachodanam. Done. Now let us revel in the chanting. Tejaskaraya Ajakara Padaya. Om Tejaskaraya Vidmahe Ajakara Padaya Dhimahi Tanno Purva Proshtapada Prachodayat. Proshtapada will all utter it as प्रोष्ठपद और प्रोष्ठपत, प्रोष्ठपत ता कर दो फिलहाल, तो चेंज करना है तो बाद में करते हैं। ओम ओम तेजस्कराय विद्महे अजकरपादाय धीमहि तन्नो पूर्व प्रोष्ठपत प्रचोदयात्। ओम तेजस्कराय विद्महे अजकरपादाय धीमहि तन्नो पूर्व प्रोष्ठपत प्रचोदयात्। ओम तेजस्कराय विद्महे अजकरपादाय धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वप्रोष्ठपत 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 प्रचोदयात्। ओम तेजस्कराय विद्महे अजकरपादाय धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। ओम तेजस्कराय विद्महे अजकरपादाय धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। ओम अहिर्बुध्न्याय विद्महे प्रतिष्ठापनाय धीमहि तन्नो उत्तरप्रोष्ठपद। ओम अहिर्बुध्न्याय विद्महे प्रतिष्ठापनाय धीमहि तन्नो उत्तरप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। ओम अहिर्बुध्न्याय विद्महे प्रतिष्ठापनाय धीमहि तन्नो उत्तरप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। ओम अहिर्बुध्नाय विद्महे प्रतिष्ठापनाय धीमहि तन्नो उत्तरप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। ओम अहिर्बुध्न्याय 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 विद्महे प्रतिष्ठापनाय धीमहि तन्नो उत्तरप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। लास्ट वन, रेवती नक्षत्र। ओम विश्वरूपाय विद्महे पूष्णदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो रेवती प्रचोदयात्। विश्वरूप पूष्णदेह। ओम विश्वरूपाय विद्महे पूष्णदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो रेवती प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वरूपाय विद्महे उष्णदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो रेवति 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 प्रचोदयात्। ॐ पूर्वप्रोष्ठपथ उत्तरप्रोष्ठपथ रेवति नक्षत्र देवताभ्यो नमः। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। अस्मिन् जन्मन्येव परमात्मानुभवं प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ। अस्मिन् क्षणे एव ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध प्रदेहि प्रदेहि। Just 2 minutes we'll spend to go through all the 27 nakshatra Gayatri in one go, so that there is a satisfaction. ॐ श्वेतवर्णायै विद्महे सुधाकरायै च धीमहि तन्नो अश्विनी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कृष्णवर्ण्यै च विद्महे दण्डधरायै च धीमहि तन्नो भरणि प्रचोदयात्। ॐ वह्निदेहायै विद्महे महातपायै धीमहि तन्नो कृत्तिका प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै च विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शशिरेखाय विद्महे महाराजाय धीमहि तन्नो मृगशिरः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाश्रेष्ठाय विद्महे पशुन्तनाय धीमहि तन्नो आर्द्रा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजावरुद्धै च विद्महे अदितिपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो पुनर्वसुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ब्रह्मवर्चसाय विद्महे महादिशाय धीमहि तन्नो पुष्यः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सर्पराजाय विद्महे महारोचकाय धीमहि तन्नो आश्लेषः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाअनघाय विद्महे पितृदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो मखः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ अर्यम्नाय विद्महे पशुदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वपल्गुनि प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाबकायै विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो उत्तरपल्गुनि प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रयच्छतायै विद्महे प्रकृप्रणीतायै च धीमहि तन्नो हस्ता प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महादृष्टायै विद्महे प्रजारूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो चैत्रा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ कामसारायै विद्महे महानिष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो स्वाति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ इन्द्राग्नेश्यै च विद्महे महाश्रेष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो विशाखा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ मित्रदेवायै विद्महे महामित्रायै च धीमहि तन्नो अनुराधा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ज्येष्ठायै विद्महे महाज्येष्ठायै च धीमहि तन्नो ज्येष्ठा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाधिपायै विद्महे महाप्रजाधिपायै च धीमहि तन्नो मूला प्रचोदयात्। ॐ समुद्रकामायै विद्महे महाबीजितायै च धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वाषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वेदेवाय विद्महे महाषाढाय धीमहि तन्नो उत्तराषाढः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ महाश्रेष्ठाय विद्महे पुण्यश्लोकाय धीमहि तन्नो श्रवणप्रचोदयात्। ॐ अग्रनाथाय विद्महे वसुप्रीताय धीमहि तन्नो धनिष्ठा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भेषजाय विद्महे वरुणदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो शतभिषा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तेजस्कराय विद्महे अजकरपादाय धीमहि तन्नो पूर्वप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। ॐ अहिर्बुध्न्याय विद्महे प्रतिष्ठापनाय धीमहि तन्नो उत्तरप्रोष्ठपद प्रचोदयात्। ॐ विश्वरूपाय विद्महे पूष्णदेहाय धीमहि तन्नो रेवति प्रचोदयात्। ॐ समस्त नक्षत्र देवताभ्यो नमो नमः। मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। आध्यात्मिक साधना मार्गे अनुभव पर्यन्तम् अस्मिन् जन्मनि एव प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। See such a satisfaction, contentment inside. That nakshatra gayatris we have done, and navagraha gayatris we have done, dvadasha jyotirlinga gayatris we have done, Ashtadikpalaka Gayatris we have done, Dashavatara Gayatri we have done, so many Devatas Gayatri mantras. Last 2 months, every day we are doing. This is what is to be done. The quality of doing has to be improved. The depth of doing has to be improved. That's it. The rest will be taken care. Beautiful it is. Congratulations. From tomorrow, we'll continue some other Devata Gayatri mantras are there, at least for one more week, I hope. Later on, the other mantras will be there, which we used to do in the beginning days before we started Gayatri mantras. Now, here we are after doing our two activities of Veda Parayanam, Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharanam. Now, bring our mind's attention to see what is today's the common sense thought. 2 points today, more to be pondered at home as homework, then explained here. Here only the hint will be given. You know, just imagine those days and moments of when we are unhealthy, diseased. You know, how discomfortable it was, how miserable it was, how painful it was, isn't it? That time, other than wanting some doctor, some medicine, some treatment to get out of that misery, no other thought. The thought of doing any adhyatmic sadhana is hated only that time. We cannot even imagine. Remember those times of stomach aches or the headaches or any of the knee pains or the क्या ना क्या कहते हैं ना गला घूम जाना वगैरह, whatever the diseases, pains, fever especially frequently they come, allergies or infections or any of the चोट लग गया हाथ पाँव जल गया, all these things, or even hospitalized 1 day 2 days, how tensed we were, isn't it? Then, when all these diseases are not there, we are healthy by God's grace, then should we not utilize that healthy time for the best of the sadhana? That is why it is asked to remember those days of misery of the diseases. We can't do sadhana. So, therefore, make hay while the sun shines. When we are healthy, do sadhana. In the same way, remember those days of hand to mouth or those days of worrying about even this time meal, no assurance about the next time. Each one of us must have gone through those days. Key for the fulfillment of our minimum requirements also. How anxious we were. the days of unemployment, no, the days of no bank account even, the days of nobody to help us, nobody to give us even a small job also. भाई I'll work 10 rupee worth, give me 5 rupees. वो भी नहीं था. So therefore, whatever the ration is there, how थोड़े चावल में ज्यादा पानी मिला के पीना. You know, remember those days of even survival becoming difficult. And those days, if somebody tells साधना करो, we cannot. भाई पहले जीना है, इसके लिए मेरे को खाना ही नहीं मिल रहा है, भटक रहा हूं मैं. हाँ, so painful those days. Then by again God's grace and our efforts, if we are well off, we can sustain, we can survive with the minimum requirements available. Should we not do the sadhana now? The best of the sadhana. उन दिनों में तो ये नहीं कर नहीं पाए anyway. अब जब ठीक ठाक है तो करो. In the same way, remember the days of loneliness. Nobody to care for us, nobody to ask for us, nobody is there to help us. Everyone must have gone through those periods for whatever the reasons behind of our karma. And those days also, in that dukkha, that मैं अकेला हूँ, मुझे सब त्याग दिए, छोड़ दिए. इतना दुख. Now we have people around us to comfort us, to ask us how are we, to provide us the things. अब सब ठीक ठाक है, तो can't we, should not we do the best of sadhanas now? In the same way, when the inconveniences are there around, we can't do sadhana, especially to you and me. The days where we don't have faith in Guru, faith in spirituality, faith in Shastras, faith in Satsanga, even though they are available. That time available, but मुझे इच्छा नहीं है, मुझे interest नहीं है, isn't it? In another case, इच्छा interests are there, but they are not available. I am not allowed to for many of the restrictions imposed or compulsions. Like business के काल में घूमना ही पड़ता था, तो you don't know where you are in one day, other day. So where is the consistency, the chance to do sadhana? Now it is available, freely available in the comfort of our own house. We need not even dress up well to go out. जो लुंगी बनियन पे बैठे हो, थोड़ा अच्छी तरह नहा के, हाँ, बैठकर आराम से अपने घर में ही सुन सकते. Such facilities we have right now, and the gurus are available, and our mind, etc., is little cooperative, little better. Now, should we not intensify our sadhanas abhi? Anna, like the business people, looking at the opportunity, they just aggressively do that business investments, etc., for their better profits. Anna, how many people, when the silver was 80-70 हजार kilo, invested crores and crores of that, and it became 4 lakh kilo. They sold and they became crorepati, some people. Now it is stationed at 2.5, 2.4. आगे बढ़ नहीं रहा, पीछे नहीं बढ़ेगा, उतना ही रहेगा अभी. हो गया वो period. But they aggressively did that and they got, isn't it? Any time, the time of need or crisis, the business people encash it. That is what is their mind, isn't it? Should we not be intelligent, smart like that? That when the things are convenient and well, that we have to use it for the best of the purposes. The best purpose is Adhyatmika sadhana, and in that the best sadhana, and in that the best way. That alertness is called maturity. That intellect is alert, intellect is thinking, and it is understanding the situation, grabbing it and grasping it before it goes out of the hand, and making yield the best result by doing the best. It can be our days, months, years, which are so beautiful. It can be in a day, the moments too. ये रात को 2 बजे उठे तो मन फ्रेश है, तो आधा घंटा साधना करो, कोई बात नहीं. अब तो फिलहाल तो ठीक है ना, नहीं इस कारण नेक्स्ट डे मैं सो जाऊंगा, नेवर माइंड, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प द ईरान एंड अमेरिका वार, इवन इट चलता है. नाउ द माइंड इज फ्रेश, नो या डू साधना एनी टाइम ऑफ द डे, एनी प्लेस व्हेन वी फाइंड थिंग्स कन्वीनियंट, इमीडिएटली वो आधा घंटा का हो, 20 मिनट का हो, कितना भी टाइम का हो, द ड्यू साधना वी हैव टू. So always look out for the opportunities to grab for the sadhana. Look out means look out but within. 15 मिनट मिला, आधा घंटा मिला. See, that awareness is called sadhaka. So beautiful, isn't it? You have to go somewhere, a pooling taxi. टैक्सी आने में 20 मिनट है. वो 20 मिनट में उतावला क्यों होना, 10 मिनट तो साधना करो, है ना. यू एंड द वाइफ हैव टू गो टू अ प्रोग्राम और पार्टी, यू आर रेडी. Now, why waste the 2.5 hours? She will take at least 2.5 hours to get ready. You can meditate and realize by the time she will get ready. है कि नहीं बोलो? Like that, you have to look for those opportunities. है ना? खाना गरम गरम है. अब गरम कहा के you can't burn your mouth. Those 5 minutes. She served. You tell her थोड़ा इसको ढक के रखो. मैं अंदर जाके हम ब्रह्मास्मि करके आता हूँ. Have nothing wrong. 5 minutes to it. This is how we have to be smart and intelligent in finding our own conveniences for the sadhana. Asking the Lord to make things convenient is one, but already in so many occasions, daily is giving the conveniences. Be smart to use them. In fact, the Lord given conveniences, if we rightly utilize, that is more than enough. That itself will take care of our sadhanas. And seeing it, definitely will provide us even without asking. तो भगवान का ही है. मुझे पूछते हो, बिफोर यू आस्क मी, जो मैंने दिया, व्हाट आर यू डूइंग विद दैट? दैट्स द बिग थिंग. सो देयरफॉर wherever, whenever, in whatever the way, the things are smooth. Don't use it for the bhoga. Don't use it for those activities by which we fall down. We go away from the divinity. We feel guilty and regretted. अब स्वामी जी हम करते हैं सब बुरा, वी डोंट इवन फील रिग्रेटेड, गिल्टी मीन्स आई कैन ओनली डू नमस्कार टू यू. बुरा कर कर भी पछता नहीं रहे हैं, तो मैं कहूँ क्या? व्हाट कैन आई से एक्सेप्ट डूइंग नमस्कार, isn't it? So this is how a person's intellect's maturity is measured, and his life's maturity also. If the intellectual maturity leading to understanding, and one is becoming practical in those things. You know who can do that? Who has got desire for Paramatma Prapti intensely? Somehow I have to achieve it and I am ready to do sadhana. जो इसमें उतावले होते हैं ना, the only those people can in this way think and encash the available moments. Those who don't have that intense longing, they're so careless about all the conveniences. You know, some people lose 8 to 10 years of time. Some have even 15, 20, wherein the children have taken up the entire work, no problem at all. And to take care of the other things required, somebody else is there, the wife is there, servants are there. So lucky those people, that 15, 10, 20, 30 years. That is enough, in fact, for one to become so much antarmukhi, and realize this. If only one recognizes it, and one makes use of it. And see, remember, we have to settle in the self. Thereafter, upadhis, whatever happens to it, it's not to me. I'm relaxed. I am not the upadhis. Okay. The other thing today we wanted to discuss, we'll postpone it to tomorrow to save our time. A beautiful thought it is. I hope I remember it. If not, something else Lord will give us whatever we desire. Okay, so today's thought is make hay while sun shines. When things are convenient, conducive, everything is in right place, encash it for. Only Adhyatmika sadhana, in that also the Uttama sadhana of Tattva Smarana, Tattva Chintana, Tattva Anubhuti Prayatna, उसी के लिए करना है बस. And to come to that conviction, only regularly we have to study Shastras to know what is real, therefore worthy, what is unreal, therefore not worthy. ये तो basic point. If the unreal you take as real and make it worthy, then we run behind that only. That's how the whole world is. असत्य को सत्य मानकर दौड़ी रहे. हमें सत्य सत्य, असत्य असत्य पता होना है. मिथ्या मिथ्या है, सत्य सत्य है. That's a basic conviction which prompts us to pursue the Sadvastu. So, to gain that knowledge strongly is the purpose of our daily exposing to these Tattva Shastras, these Moksha Shastras, these Atma Shastras, these Vedanta Shastras, these Jnana Shastras, these Upanishad Shastras. We are sticking only to this, and that's by the grace of Lord. And otherwise, you and I can, keeping away the other Shastras, so many other Shastras we can study. People also can join us, isn't it? The other Shastras, wherein the other worldly things, how they can be gained. बैठ के discuss करके, you share the ideas, I share the ideas, we can do common investments and work together. इतना हम कर सकते. But then Prabhu's Krupa on us that He is ordering us and ensuring that we study only Tattva Shastra. But problem with us is we are only at the study level. We have to go to the next level of understanding, conviction, and living fully with that conviction. This Tattva Sadhana, Tattva Jnana. बस इन आगे वाले चीजों में हमें कामयाबी होनी. And remember, while doing this sadhana till we realize the self, from the other side, in the form of the mind, in the form of the world, they keep on doing their own efforts to pull us away. They won't stop. है ना? Like the China, Pakistan, America will keep on instigating India from their own direction all the time. That's what keeps us on our toes. Those challenges are the ones which inspire us to think and do better. You can never imagine that India will be without other competitors or the threats. Cooking करते ही रहते हैं. No individualist, no husband can be happy without the wife continuously nagging. So to no wife can be happy without the husband continuously troubling in one way or the other. No boss can be without, troubled by the subordinates with their indiscipline, irregularity. And no subordinates can be there throughout their career without being scolded by or, ordered by the boss. तुमने ऐसा क्यों किया, ऐसा क्यों नहीं किया, मैंने कहा था ना, टाइम पे क्यों नहीं करते हो. चलता ही रहता है. No servant at home can fully satisfy the owners. No owner can be making happy the servant, appreciating his work all the time. He will find the faults. चलता ही रहता है. Yet we should know our goal and means, stick to that. Don't expect anything will be smooth throughout our spiritual journey. The roads will be jumpy and bumpy, curvy they will be, full of speed breakers. There can be traffic jams, there can be landslides. So many things can happen. कभी भी स्मूथ राइड चाहो लेकिन इंसिस्ट मत करो, एक्सपेक्ट मत करो, है ना. The road to the mountain top always is full of ups and downs and curves and twists. Puja Gurudev gives the example of Mother Ganga, starting from the Gomukh till she reaches Ganga Sagar. Is there any 1 meter of the place where she has the path very clearly laid for her? No. There are big mountains, there are boulders, there are hillocks, there are forests, people living places. Every type of obstacles will be there. but you see her flow. From the zooming camera, if you take the whole Gangaji's flow, nowhere she can travel safely, securely, but she never stops anywhere. Negotiating with the paths, whatever they are there. बड़े माउंटेन है तो घूम के चली जाती, छोटा है पत्थर की तरह वो लांग कर चली जाती, and small pebbles है तो she throws and moves her, but she never stops going. That is what the best example is, the river merging in the ocean, and sometimes the low she will jump, enjoying that journey. Sometimes थोड़ा hard होती है तो she will have to find the side paths and go. हर तरह का जीवन जीवन ही इन सब का मेलन है, and we only made it like that because of our past. If we are disciplined, systematic in this life, some of the hurdles can go, it can become little better. That common sense भी बहुत जरूरी है. ओम 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 सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्. ओम विदिताखिलशास्त्र सुधाजलधे महितोपनिषत् कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं शरणं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ करुणा वरुणालय पालय मां भवसागरदुःखविदूनहृदम्. रचया किल दर्शनतत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म सुदिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयम सर्वे करिष्यामहे ओम नित्यानंदम निराधारम. In chanting today, we have to start the fourth chapter. ओम अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः. ओम य एको अवर्णो बहुधा शक्ति योगात् वर्णानेकान् निहितार्थो दधाति विचैति चान्ते विश्वमादौ स देवः स नो बुद्ध्या शुभया संयुनक्तो तदेवाग्निस्तदादित्यः तद्वायुस्तदु चन्द्रमाः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्म तदापस्तत्प्रजापतिः त्वं स्त्री त्वं पुमानसे त्वं कुमार उत वा कुमारी त्वं जीर्णो दण्डेन वञ्चसे त्वं जातो भवसि विश्वतो मुखः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Now hope you have by hearted this mantra. Chant it 18th wala from the 6th chapter. Om यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगंह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. So of this mantra with the bhashya, yo brahmanam vidadhati purvam, that we have understood. Yo vai vedan prahinoti, that also was simple and direct. Tam ha, ha is the word explained as vai, vai is explained as eva, tam eva. And for that Brahadaranyaka and Mundaka Upanishad quotations are given. If we have heard them thoroughly here and understood it, our Sharanagati will always be towards that Adhisthana Brahma only. Let him come in any Devata's form to bless us, but we are surrendering to him only. Tam vai, tam ha, tameva. Right? Then in the next line, Atma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshuhuvai Sharanamaham Prabhadye. All of them we have just browsed through. Once more we can see for it to become more clear to us. So what are the meanings of Atma Buddhi Prakasham? 2-3 meanings are given. First one is what? Ki Krishna Vasudeva Atma Buddhi Prakasham means what? आत्मनि या बुद्धि तस्याह प्रसाद करम. Atmani ya buddhi. Our buddhi understanding, our buddhi conviction is about the Atman. That alone is there, that alone is real. That is me. Right now, our buddhi is in the class, little bit it listens, tries to think and understand about the Atman. The moment we are out of the class, our buddhi is always, our conviction and understanding is always about taking the Anatman as the Atman. So instead of that, Atmani eva buddhi, Atma buddhi, the buddhi conviction is about always the self alone as real. Everything other than the self are playing that play because of Maya. It has its own purpose. I have no purpose. My purpose is to realize the Atman. That type of understanding and conviction is called Atmani eva buddhi, Atma buddhi, tasyaha prasada karam. Okay. Second one, and it is explained. कि प्रसन्ने ही परमेश्वरे बुद्धिरपि तद्विषया प्रमा निष्प्रपंचाकार ब्रह्मात्मना अवतिष्ठते वर्तते. This is what another thing. And yesterday towards the end we gave it as a hint for you to do the homework. That when Paramatma is prasanna, then only our buddhi or chitta becomes nishprapancha akara and becomes brahmatmana tishtate. Understood? Buddhi freed from the prapancha, and in buddhi the uh, brahma atma sthiti will happen only when the paramatma anugraha is there. What is the logic in it? Yesterday we saw na? Ki if it is by our effort, then when our effort is ending, because it will end, then that sthiti also goes away. Second is very interesting, very subtle. As long as I am putting efforts, the effort putting individuality will continue. When this individuality continues, how can the reality be realized? Therefore, logically, it has to be the Paramatma's Anugraha only. It cannot be our effort. Our effort is till we go and do Sharanagati, Sharanam Prapadde. Soi Janata Jai Devu Janai. That's important. Soi Janata. Only he will know. Jai Devu Janai, to whom he makes himself available. Of course, Janata Tumai, Tumai Hoi Jai. That's the goal. Once one knows you, they become you. He becomes you. So here again I am repeating, Prasannehi Parameshware. When Paramatma becomes Prasanna, then only Buddhi api, the intellect, Tad Vishaya Prama. It will have all the Pramana of the Upanishads, Vedanta to study, and through the study of this Upanishad and Guru Ukti as Pramana, it will have in it the Prama, the knowledge about the Paramatma Tattva only by Prasannata of the Ishvara. Then what is the meaning of Buddhi having Paramatma as Prama in it? Nishprapanchakara and Brahmatmana. There is no Prapancha Akarata in the Buddhi, only Brahma as Atmanishta. This has so much resemblance with our evening class of both Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana as well as Laku Vakyamrita. In the Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, it is the Sambit which, because of whatever the samskaras it has got, the Chitta gets molded. And because of the Chitta, the whole Jagat is there. Jagat is nothing but Chitta. Same we are saying in the Lagu Vakyavritti also. And the pure consciousness is untouched. It is all the play of the Chitta to perceive the world as well as to label the world as good or bad, and also associate with the world with the Raga and Dveksha. Same in the Mandukya Upanishad also. Swapna Druk Pracharan Swapne Dikshu Vai Dashasusstitan Andajan Sedajan Vapi. All those shlokas. So the chitta is the one which is holding the prapancha. याद रखो. Other than that, prapancha नामक कोई substantial reality नहीं है. The prapancha of everything, the desha, kala, vastu, vyakti, paristhiti, every one of them are chitta drishyas. Just like when you go to sleep, there is no chitta, and where is a whole prapancha in which we were struggling, we were competing, we were quarreling, we were fighting, we were snatching, we were trying to protect from others snatching. क्या क्या हंगामा होता था in the जागृत अवस्था. Where is all gone in the nidra? Isn't it? So chitta का ही है सब. By the way, corollary understanding. So that chitta should become, one side is prapancha, second is brahma atmana. The chitta should merge in the brahman. In that effort, the चित्त में केवल ब्रह्म का ही thought होता है. That's called ब्रह्माकार वृत्ति. We cannot hold the Brahman in the vritti. Therefore, the vritti gets dissolved. In the dissolution of the vritti, Ham Brahmasmi Anubhuti happens. That's moksha. So here, ki prasannehi parameshware buddhirapi tad vishaya parama nishprapancha akara brahma atmana vatishtute vartate. Only when the Parameshwara is happy, our buddhi is freed from the prapancha vrittis and buddhi established in the Aham Brahmasmi vritti. Then another thing is what? Atma buddhi prakashamiti anye adhiyate. The other people say Atma buddhi prakasham. The illumination of the buddhi about the Atman. The third one is what? Atma buddhim prakashayati iti Atma buddhi prakasham. है ना? Atma buddhim prakashayati. Not the anatma buddhim. Atma buddhim prakashayati. Means the attention is on the self. What is the difference between samsara, sadhana and siddhi? In the samsara, every time the attention is on the anatma. In the sadhana kala, the attention is on atman. In the siddhi, the atman is realized. Like throughout the day, we are only engaged in the anatma. Anything known by us is anatma. We are always engaged in our Dehendra Pranamana Buddhi. And in our Buddhi, we are always engaged with the things and beings and times and places. Both, all of them are anatma. Anatma Chintanam is samsara. Atma Chintanam is sadhana. Atmanubhuti is moksha. So here it is said, Atma Buddhim Prakashet. The Buddhi is always focusing on the Shuddha Atman only, not the seen. The seer, when it is focused on, it's called sadhana. When the seen is seen and lost with raga dvesha, it's samsara. So Atma Buddhi Prakashayati iti Atma Buddhi Prakasham. Athava, other one is what? Atma eva buddhi Atma Buddhi. Sa eva prakasha. There is no buddhi as such other than the Atman. The Atman alone objectified, taking the shape of the buddhi for the mere conduction in the vyavahara. Neither the vyavahara hetu bhuta buddhi is reality, nor the Atman is forgotten when the buddhi is functioning in little vyavahara of the world. Atman is always Atman, alone is playing the play of buddhi for the vyavahara. This knowledge is called Atma Buddhi Prakasha. So, Atma अथवा आत्मा एव बुद्धि सा एव प्रकाश अस्या इति. So he knows the whole world is nothing but antakarana. The antakarana is nothing but the pure consciousness. The consciousness playing the play of drashta and drushya is the play of jagat. In that the drashta is antakarana, the drishyas are the drushya jagat. They are never away from pure consciousness. So the buddhi, and in the buddhi the vrittis, and in the vritti the objects. All of them are nothing but the Atman. That knowledge is called Atma eva buddhi sa eva prakasha is asya iti Atma buddhi prakasha. So for him, it's only play of everything in the Atman only. The illuminator is the Atman. The illumined Buddhi is Atman. And in the Buddhi, whatever the vrittis are there, that also are Atman. And in the vrittis, whatever the objects are there, with their रूप रस गुण रंग जो भी है वो सब एक आत्मा वस्तु ही है. ये ज्ञान प्रकाशित होना वो परमात्मा की कृपा से होता है. इसलिए उनको आत्मबुद्धि को प्रकाश करने वाला आत्मबुद्धि प्रकाशम कहते हैं. So this is how three meanings are given about Atma Buddhi Prakasham. Then the last one, Mumukshu Huvai. Mumukshu Bankar, having become myself Mumukshu, having accepted myself to be Mumukshu, having myself getting convinced that all the upadhis bind me, I want to be freed from the bondage of the upadhi, all the upadhis. In this way, Mumukshu Huvai, Vai Shabdaha Avadharane. That why शब्द क्यों यूज किया है वासुदेव ने फॉर द अवधारणा. अवधारणा मीन्स सब्सटैंशिएटिंग, स्ट्रेंथनिंग और कन्विंसिंगली टेलिंग इट. why मतलब अवश्य. To explain it, he used the word mukshureva san. Mumukshur. Why मतलब mumukshu eva san. Means at every cost, any cost, I want to get liberated from the bondages. I want only that state of freedom, not. Typical example of Nachiketa you can feel. He wants mukti from all upadhis, not the things which strengthen the upadhi tadatmya. Yamadharmaraj was giving him everything to enjoy which he will have to identify with the upadhis. Whereas he doesn't want the upadhi tadatmya. He wants anyatra dharmat, anyatra dharmat, anyatra asmat, kruta krutat, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. He is the true mumuksha. जिन उपाधियों के कारण I am feeling myself conditioned. Those upadhis themselves I want to get freed from. And you are tempting me with all those things. When I involve in them, I only become strong in my upadhi yukta jiva bhava. I want to get liberated from it. Nachiketa is a good example. So, mumukshur, why? Why is avadharana? Therefore, that avadharana के साथ मुमुक्षु को कहो तो मुमुक्षु एव सन. San means being. Mumukshu eva means I just want to get rid of all limitations, all bondages. Isn't it? Now you do a homework today for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. What do you mean by the bondages from which as a mumukshu we want to get freedom from? I give you a hint. Dehendriya prana mana buddhi are the bondages. Then in the mana, the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, irsha, they are all the bondages. Then being karta, doing karma, getting karma phala also is the bondages. You know, in this way, what are the definitions of the bondages? थोड़ा आप सोच लेना. Desha kala vastu, getting limited in that also is bondage. So, upadhi bondage, in the mana ragadvesha kama krodhadi is bondage, karma, karma phala adi are the bondages, bound by desha kala vastu. Then, aham, mama, mahyam, that also is bondage. Aham, idam also is bondage. Aham, tam also is bondage. These are all the things in which we are stuck up. They are all in the ajnana, ajnana janita moha. In the vijnana, sujnana of the self, neither these are existing nor they are required. I am explaining you the word mumukshuhu. Everything is bondage. Stula sharira bondage, sukshma sharira bondage, karana sharira bondage, jagrata avastha, swapna avastha, turiya avastha, bondage, sattva guna, raja guna, tama guna. ये सारे बंधन है. समझ पाना बड़ा अचीवमेंट है. And what we are doing is from one bondage coming out to enter into other bondage. And I told you the other day example, he shifted from one jail. Where? To another jail. That's it. Shifted from one hospital to the other hospital. That's it. Divorced and remarried or married someone. That's only change of problem. Problems never end up. In the same way, yeah, mumukshu means first we have to know what binds us, from which I have to get mukti. So the Veda is the bandhana. Anekata is the bandhana. Dvandva is the bandhana. Dvaita is the bandhana. Sola Sukshma Karanama is the bandhana. Hare Rama. And all of them are Ajnana Janita. In the substratum. All these are not there. Even they don't even exist for them to be differentiated and get bound. If at all they are there, only projected. And also homework may understand the meaning of the word projection. दिखता है लेकिन होता नहीं. वैल्यू दिया तो वैल्यूबल होता है, फंस गए तो फंसाता है. That's called projection. It's not there but seen. If value is given, it appears to be valuable. If you allow it, it binds you to it. Typical example is of the program in a TV. You see that program, but it is not there on the screen. But you give value to it, it becomes valuable. I have to watch it every day. And you get lost in it because those things enter in the mind and we start inevitably thinking about them, the memories. बंद करके देखो टीवी, वो है ही नहीं वो. Nothing you lose. What you need some food to eat and alive, and life you spend for knowing the reality. दुनिया कहाँ भी जाए, how क्या फर्क पड़ता है? And easy as if we have so many capacities to serve the world, as if the world is expecting us. Nobody wants us. अपना खुद का देख पहले. So in that way, example of that, mumukshur. Why? Last one is sharanam prapadye, mumukshu eva san. Okay. Another meaning of mumukshu means phalantaram phalantaram na phalantaram icchan, na phalantaram icchan, not expecting any other phala other than the moksha. That's the meaning of mumukshu. Why? In that why word, the avadharana, these are the meanings. Avadharana, therefore, mumukshureva san, uska explanation, na phalantaram icchan. I want nothing. other than that. With this attitude to that Brahman, the Atman, Sharanam Prapadye Aham, I surrender. So this is how the beauty of this mantra. Okay? Hope it is understood. Maybe tomorrow being Sri Rama Navami, tomorrow's day, 2-3 minutes we'll talk about it and finish it and enter into the great mantra next, which will tell us the lakshanas of the Parabrahma for our contemplation. The Ramanavami day, remembering Saguna Rama, Nirguna Rama. Both way will be beautiful. So we'll touch this topic. Thank you. Sarvam Bhagavad Sharanara Vindarpanamastu. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shrutimatre Namaha Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Let us study Gita for some time.